So today is Thursday, July 27th, 2023. Getting ready for a flight from Cleveland Hopkins Airport, but I do have a story to tell about that first. So I'm headed to San Francisco, and when I booked this flight, I had booked one it would be leaving Hopkins Airport at 6 a.m., connecting through Minneapolis. I would have a 40-minute layover, and then it would go to San Francisco for like a 4.5-hour flight. So I was all prepared. I was going to wake up this morning. I set my alarm for 3 a.m.
On Monday, July 31st,
Sorry, these announcements are talking over me a little bit. So I woke up actually at like 2 a.m. just because, when the day of the flight, sometimes it's hard to stay asleep. I check my email and I see that there's a delay in my flight, but it was delayed from 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. it would be leaving, and I was like, what? That's going to be like I'd be getting to San Francisco like 7 or 8 hours later. So I checked, and it looked like the reason was because the incoming flight would have been coming from Minneapolis to Cleveland, and that flight, for whatever reason, was delayed last night and won't even be leaving until sometime this morning. So Delta is the airline I'm doing, and they had a button where you can click alternative flights. So with that in mind, I picked an alternative flight. Instead of leaving at 6 a.m., I'm now leaving at 6:08 a.m., but it's going to JFK instead in New York City, or Brooklyn, New York. The downside of that is now I have to do a coast-to-coast flight, 6.5 hours long, to get to San Francisco. I have done that before because my brother and I, when we went to Seattle last year, we went from Cleveland to JFK and then JFK to Seattle. So I'm used to that, but still, you'd rather not have to do a flight that long if you don't have to. But before I check in, I'm just going to have my Chick-fil-A biscuit, and they call these hash browns. Kind of looks like mini nuggets, though. By the food court at the airport, there's this Welcome to Cleveland a mural. It's not somewhat white, but there is the colorful side over here. Looks like it's representing the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with the briefcase. Got a little bit of the downtown Cleveland skyline, airplane, musical notes. Yeah, but mostly it seems like a combination of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and downtown Cleveland. Which I guess makes sense. You got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame mini museum over here. So I have another travel story to tell from this morning. I had prepared to catch the 22 RTA bus and then take the Red Line to the airport. I left at the appropriate time. The bus was supposed to show up at 3:30. I got there 7 minutes early, and then at 3:32 p.m., meaning 2 minutes after it was supposed to arrive, I looked at the GPS signal of the bus on my phone, and it showed that it was already like at the West Park Rapids station, which was where I was supposed to be headed. So I was like, man, in order for that to have been true, the bus must have gotten there like 12 minutes early. So I was like, the next bus wasn't going to come for an hour, and no one's outside, so I don't want to be there by myself. So I just had to end up calling a Lyft instead. So that was unfortunate to spend that little bit of extra money, but it is what it is. Always have a backup plan just in case. Well, I was starting to walk down the B gates because in the past Delta has been located in the B gates, but I just checked my boarding pass again. My flight for Delta is actually gate A7, so I'm just walking a little bit back down this tunnel and then making a left turn. So here, what books does Hudson recommend? The 50 greatest players in Browns history, Guardians, Little Ohio small town destinations. That would be an interesting one to read. Weird moments in Cleveland sports. We've definitely had enough. Fix It with Food, Michael Simon. What else do we got here? Oh, kids books. Are You My Mother? Next jackpot, 910 million. The next draw is tomorrow, so I like that they have these things here and you can use your debit or credit card on them. So if you would want to play it, you just go to multi-state games, Mega Millions. Say if you want to do like 5 tickets, you do 5, and then put your payment amount, how much you want to do on your card, and then Hit send when you're done. It doesn't look too busy down here. Gate A7 though is just up ahead. Alright, arrived at the A gates at JFK. I've got about 17 minutes before the doors close on my connecting plane, and that's at the B gates, gate B30. So I should make it. I just need to not waste any time. Always follow the signage, so the arrows point to using the escalators to go up for the other A gates and B gates. And then keep following the arrows. I'm trying to think, when I went to Seattle last year, it probably was Terminal 4 that I was in, which is this terminal, because I'm pretty sure we took Delta out there. If that was the case, I did do like a little live stream video. So we'll see if I recognize anything on the way. Like I said, I do have to walk fast just to make sure I get there. And if possible, I'd love to use the restroom. Nice mural of Manhattan painted here. New York is the only real city. Alright, if there's one thing I should recognize from when I was here last time, it's the Lego store. Let's see if this is the same one. Yep. There's that cool Lego store. Although I don't see the... Oh, there it is. I would say, where's the Statue of Liberty? Statue of Liberty right there. Yeah, now it's looking familiar. I definitely recognize this portion. I think when I arrived, I'm wondering if that was like the international section that I remember from last year. Chocolate and more. We got our favorite M&Ms. The Lego store. Oh, it was that way where we came from, but I don't remember that guy. And then when we get over here, we've got this colorful mesh of balloons. I am doing a little jog right now, but I'm gonna make it fine. I've got 6 minutes until the gate closes, and B30 is the next one. got my seat. It's going to be a big plane. It looks like we got the, you got to take like a curved ramp to get down. Alright, so I made it to the San Francisco airport. Didn't peek at what this looks like ahead of time, but first impressions, it just looks like a plain airport. So for the vlog, I'm going to try to, or sorry, for an actual separate video, I'm going to try to do a quick tutorial video on how to get to the transportation train, the BART train, to get out of here. Well, I'm just going to pick whichever one is coming first, which appears to be the red one. Oh, magic. I wasn't waiting, I just paused the video and the doors ended up opening here. So I took the air train to get to the International Station, found the BART station, and now I'm just waiting for it to depart. So looking at the schedule online, there's one that departs at 12:26, and you can see right now it's 12:24. So maybe in 2 minutes we'll depart.
Now boarding.
And for some perspective on Google Maps, this is the airport. That yellow line that you see there is the station that we're getting on, and that's going to go up this way and then keep taking you to downtown San Francisco. I'm going to try to get off at the Civic Center stop, which is about right there, close to the Twitter headquarters. See, it's funny. They're all taking pictures and talking about it too, about how Elon tried to get a permit and they took half of it down on that other side, but not the full thing. All right. So now here is the bike system. Let's take a look at the condition of these bikes. Bay wheels. All right. I'm thinking I can put my backpack in here and use the strap to secure it. So we'll check. This one kind of looks good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at that. Tire is completely flat. Good Lord. Hopefully they're not all like that. So there's some electric ones, but then there are like the normal city bay wheels bike, meaning non-electric. These ones don't incur an extra charge. If you did the electric ones, it would incur a third, I think 30 cents per minute extra charge. So this one feels better. I think it feels decent on the back and front, so maybe I'll give that a shot. Just demonstrating for the vlog. I'm doing a full video on this, but for the vlog purpose, I'm bike riding in downtown San Francisco right now. Crazy, I love these spontaneous adventures. I'm trying to go to the Chase Center, which is where the Warriors play right now. We made it to the Chase Center now, where the Golden State Warriors play. And they've got these like glass spherical things that seem to be a nice tourist attraction, and then you're right along the water. See? I was facing the mirror, but it still gives you like the perspective of as if you're doing a selfie. That was kind of a unique twist. I saw several tourists doing that too. And now I'm going to go down and try to head to the Oracle, where the San Francisco Giants play their baseball games. We've arrived at Oracle Park, as I said. I took the camera off my chest and I'm going to walk my bike around a little bit of this at least. Got the New York and San Francisco Giant pennants and titles listed there. This is the O'Doul Gate. Oh, I think this is probably around where home plate would be. And that's the bridge that we just came from. And then we were riding the bicycle from that direction. I think I neglected to mention too, that place we were passing over there might be the ferry building. I don't know if that goes across to Oakland. It's nice you got like benches here, you can just relax while you're outside the stadium, especially if there's a game going on, you hear that atmosphere. Alright, I've arrived at Golden Boy Pizza down Green Street. So I'm trying a piece of pepperoni pizza from Golden Boy Pizza. You just order straight from the window, although I think that you can go inside as well. Alright, got my piece of pepperoni pizza. They heated it up again so it feels like extra hot, so I don't want to eat it right away or I'll burn myself. But yeah, that looks delicious. Well, piping hot, but it tastes really good. Again, love the scenery here. You've got this alleyway of buildings mixed in with the vibe of Little Italy. The street lights, green, white, and red. I imagine they're probably lit up at nighttime. So after I ate that pizza, I came from that direction. So get a load of the steep hills that are in both directions, both coming that way. And then if you were to come up that way, that's probably why this might be one of those streets where they have like those streetcars that take you up the big hills. I haven't looked into like what that costs to ride one of those. And surprise, here's my last big destination, the Mrs. Doubtfire house. Believe me, I get a huge kick out of seeing this in person. This is at 2640 Steiner Street. Yep, there it is in all of its glory. I like it better actually when you get the shot of the grass as opposed to the sidewalk. Yeah, right there. Look at that. That's a glorious picture right there. And then look at that, the beautiful Golden Gate Bridge. There's other areas where you can get good views, but like I love this one right here when you've got the greenery, the water, the bridge, the rocks in the background. It's like perfection. So definitely cool seeing the Golden Gate Bridge. And then you also get a shot of part of downtown San Francisco back there. Like I said earlier, the beach, water, Alcatraz. Over there, there's people biking, so I assume the bike trail extends there. I know there's a tunnel over there. There's like a tunnel that looks like it goes underground, one that it goes up to the bridge, so lots of different pathways. I'll have to see if I include any more footage for the vlog, but if not, thanks for following this and any other San Francisco travel related videos I do. be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks again for watching.
And generative
Okay, so
AI
get
is
your
going to
video
affect
camera
lots of
out.
those
Going
high-value
over the
jobs
bridge.
too,
Uh-huh.
in major ways. Rakesh Kochar at Pew Research says there's still a lot of uncertainty about what that'll look like.
Will it help web developers become more creative